Samsung UN65MU630DF. TV and the power. There is no standby light even if I click at the power button. So at the moment we don't know if the power board works. What I'm going to do, let me disconnect this cable that's going to the main board, and I'm going to plug the power board. So you can see the backlight, it's on. So it means the power board, it works. But we have a problem on the main board. So I'm going to disconnect the screen, because sometimes the screen may cause the problem too if it has a short. Connect the TV to the power. I still have no standby light. TV is not responding to the power button. So let's be sure that we have good voltages here. So this one is go to the ground, and we put the multimeter in the DC mode. We come check here. So in this connector we have 13 volt. We have backlight on and power on. That's the pins that we need to know. This one and the 13 volt. If we have 13 volt, we're going to check this one if we're going to have the voltage. This voltage came from the power, the main board, to turn on the other voltages. So the pin number 8 and the pin number 7. So at the pin number 7 we have 9 volt. And the pin number 8, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm going to keep the multimeter in the pin number 8, and I push the power button. No voltage is changing here. So I'm checking to see if anything getting hot. Nothing. Alright, let's disconnect this connector, and we check in the 13 volt again. Yeah, we have 13 volt back. So there is something here in the main board. Plug everything back. There is something in the main board that's causing that voltage to go down. So let's see the voltages and the coils here. This one 0 volt, 0 volt, in this coil we have 3.3. This coil here we have 3.3. Five volt working over there. No voltage in this coil. This regulator, no voltage. So the EEPROM, no voltage. Yeah, there is nothing getting hot, but we have 3.3 over there. So in the power button, let's check if we have the voltage in the power button. So 0.8. So we have 3.3 in the power button. So the power button is good, and there is the voltage coming to it. So disconnect the main board from the power board. And let's see if we have any short here. Yeah, there is no short in the 13 volt line. No. Yeah, likely we have a dead processor here because we have no backlight. We have 3.3 volt over there. We don't have no other voltages as 1.1 on the other voltage, and that voltages is turns on by the processor. Here in the shop I do have a board similar to this one. Now this one here. So let's check this board. Yeah, we'll do it. I'm not gonna connect the screen. Then we check if the TV responding to the power button. So plug it to the power. Okay. But I did see the backlight is on. So let me. So I'm gonna push the power button. Connect the screen back. Connect the TV to the power. Let's see if we have anything on the screen. Oh, so there is a picture. The TV works now. And I'll see why it's not responding to the power button. Okay, turn the TV off. Yep, it is responding to the power button. We have the red light here. You did see when I check this one, there is some voltages is missing, as the 3.3 that's going to the EEPROM is missing. Some voltages here. I think I did find this one here is on, this one is on, 1.8 and 1.8 is on, 5 volt is on, 3.3 here is on. I do have the voltages in this EEPROM, but not in this one. So let's see, this is a working board, and we see the voltages in this one, and compare it to this one here. I'm gonna use the remote, is better. So the TV is off now. The red light is over there, the standby light. So we have the 3.3 is always on, no matter the TV is on or off. 1.1 is on, 1.8 is on, 3.3 is on. So this is in the standby mode. So no voltage is in this coil. 5 volt, I'm sure is going to be on. Yes. Here no voltage. No voltage in this coil. In this EEPROM we have 3.3, and I can feel the processor getting warm. So this is a working board. So we have 5 volt, 3.3, 1.8, 1.1, 3.3 and 3.3 in this coil. Here we have no voltage in this coil. It's okay. So this is the working board. So let's compare it to non-working board. Check the power. No standby voltage. So 3.3 is on, 5 volt is on, 1.8 is on, okay, let me put this one in a good ground. So 1.8 is on, 1 volt is not. So the 5 volt is coming to this DC to DC regulator. This is the output. I don't see no voltage here. .3 is here. 3.3 is not in this EEPROM here. Yeah, there is a EEPROM here. We don't have 3.3. So missing 1 volt here, I don't see it. And missing 3.3 volt here, I don't see it. So let's unplug it. We switch the on. And we check here. Checking this coil. We have 1.9 kilo ohm, so there is no short. In this EEPROM here, we have 11 ohm. That's not right. So in the working board, the resistance here is a 1 kilo ohm. So let's see where this 3.3s came from. So I know this coil here is a 3.3 when we test it. No, it doesn't come from here. So let's check. We check in the capacitors and the coils and the ICs. No here. This coil, no. Okay. I hear something here. So it came from this IC here. This IC is giving 3.3 to this apron. So, and here, so that 3.3 it tested. So we have search here as well. No, we don't have search here. So let's take this this board, and we're gonna feed this one with the 3.3 volt and see if any components get hot. Just wanna figure out what's causing that. So this is where I find the search in this area. And I'm gonna feed the 3.3 volt to this apron and see if anything getting hot over there. So that's the processor. So I did see the processor getting hot, but I don't see nothing else is getting warm. So let me feed it again. Yep, that's the processor is getting hot. So here, where is we see the surge, the 3.3, nothing here. So the surge is in the processor. That's bad. So when it's come to the bad processor, we done. Yeah, the processor in this board is getting the voltage 1.2 and 1.8, 3.3, and maybe 5 volt as well. Some processor, they get 5 volt as well. I see some in the Sony board. So the surge in the 3.3 for this EEPROM is from the processor, not for the DC to DC converter, not from the EEPROM or a capacitor or something. So the only option is to replace the board. Yeah, this one is look very dry. So I removed the dry thermal paste, and so let's install it. So I'm gonna finish put the TV together. We test the picture and the sound, and we go from there. Yeah, the replacement port, get the TV to work again. First was no power at all. No red light, completely is dead set. So was a bad processor, and that's required to replace the board. So we did try to save that board, but we can't save every single board. Yeah, the sound works, picture works, everything works good. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you again.